Hi guys, I'm Isabel Garino Smith and I'm here with Joshua Hall. We're at his beautiful home, Eden Estates in Queen Creek, Arizona. Josh, tell us a little bit about this home, why you purchased it in this gorgeous little cul-de-sac.
Awesome. Well, first I want to thank you for coming to the house. It's an honor for you guys to be here and filming. This house is just under 3,900 square feet, 3 feet smaller than 3,900 square feet. It ends up being 7 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. We did not convert the garage. It isn't allowed in our town, but we're still licensed for 10 residents. We are here in this nice little cul-de-sac.
Beautiful.
Right off of a main busy road, so it's easy for the families to get in.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for you guys to come in and check it out.
Awesome. Let's go on in. We are inside Eden Estates and it is absolutely beautiful. This front entrance, open, gorgeous, smooth floors. And I noticed you've got a lot of stuff on the wall right here. So what's going on? Can you explain this to us?
Of course, yes. So in a lot of care homes, you're required to have certain documents posted on the wall. Typically, when you come in the front door, it's going to be on the most conveniently located wall. This is going to include a lot of your DHS licenses, any type of city license you need, as well as some other documents that are required, which is your emergency relocation plan, phone numbers for DHS, ombudsman, and things like that. So this is where we have ours located.
I love it, right when you walk in. So I noticed something very cool in the corner you have here that not many homes have. What is this?
So this is a Facebook portal. It is something that when COVID first happened, we were looking for ways to allow our residents to still connect with their families. And so we came across this Facebook portal, and the cool thing is almost everyone has Facebook.
Yeah.
So I just set up one account for the house. The family members can then call the house, and this it goes both directions. So you get two different types of views with the families. They stay connected, and it's worked out for us.
That's awesome. What a fun way to connect and a creative way to be able to bring family into the home.
Of course.
Now we're in the living room and it is really, really nice. You've got lots of different seating areas, a nice big TV. You want to share with us more about your concept for the living room?
Yeah, so we have a very open floor plan here. From the front door into the living room and kitchen is very open, and we wanted to go with a horseshoe design for our residents. That way they can face each other as well as be able to see the TV. All of these chairs are power lift chairs also, so it helps them get in and out of the chair.
Very nice.
Yeah, so we found that to work really well for them.
Helps with the caregivers' backs too.
Yes.
I'm sure they appreciate that.
It does, yeah. So they lift all the way up into a standing position, so they're real amazing.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is very cool. You're happy? I love it.
Yeah, see, she can't walk, so it helps her get in and out of that chair, yeah.
That's awesome. Let's go check out the kitchen next.
Perfect.
All right, we're in the kitchen now. This is where the magic happens. I smell something cooking. What is this kitchen all about? Give me some tips and tricks. What's going on in here?
Yeah, so it's just a regular, normal kitchen. It's something, it's not an industrial kitchen. It's not commercial. It's just, the same kitchen most of you have in your homes today. And today they're actually making hot dogs for lunch. So we have that on the stove right now. But really just the granite countertops is something that easy to clean. It is spacious, right?
Yeah.
Because we do have caregivers in here working, so they need some space to move around. But other than that, it's just a pretty standard kitchen.
It's very beautiful. Lots of counter space and it smells great.
So one of the things I wanted to point out while you guys were inside my home is inside our pantry is our locked medicine cabinet. And so really what I want to point out is that this is part of the pantry originally. We just had doors installed to be able to lock our medications up. And the benefit to this is that it securely stores our medications. We're able to put them in individual buckets that are all labeled, and it prevents any medication mismanagement or medication errors to be made inside the house.
So the kitchen is very normal, much like a single family home kitchen, but I noticed in your mudroom, you've got these two huge guys. What's going on here?
Yeah, when you have a home license for 10 residents, plus your caregivers are going to have some meals here as well, you need more than just one single refrigerator. It's just not going to be enough space. So in our mudroom, we actually have a second refrigerator freezer, and then one that's just a giant chest freezer. So this is where we store all of our meats, all those staples that we, so we have a long supply of food here at this house.
I love it. Awesome. Let's go check out the bedrooms. So right as we come in the entryway, I see that the first thing right in the hallway is an adorable little bathroom, and it's nice and safe. Can you share with us more about that?
Yeah, one of the things I wanted to point out is inside residential assisted living homes, they're going to look a little different than your normal bathroom. One of those things is going to be a seat riser here. There's a couple different styles, so this is the one we have installed here, as well as grab bars, and that's going to be something that's very common inside RAL homes.
So we're inside one of the private bedrooms now, and I notice a lot of things that I want us to point out. But you want to share with us a little bit about what you like to include in each of your private bedrooms?
Yeah, of course. So the things that we like to provide in our bedroom are it always comes with a twin size bed. We try to provide power recliners in each room. Also bedside tables, a nightstand, as well as the baby monitor. And that's one of the big things, because if a resident needs help or they can't get to their call button, they can just ask for help, and the caregivers can hear them out there in the kitchen.
I love that. That's genius. They can just talk and they get their help. I've also noticed so many drawers and shelves, like in the closet, it's filled with shelves, because caregivers, they don't have time to be hanging up on the closet racks all their clothes. So it's a lot of shelving.
And it's going to be much different than your closet at home, because the residents aren't wearing that many different outfits. So really it is going to be more leisure wear. That is something that's much easier to just be folded. And so the closets do have more shelves than they do racks for hanging stuff. Yeah.
So you're saying they don't need a whole extra room for their Jimmy Choos?
No, no, they do not. Most of them can honestly get away with about 3 drawers of a normal size dresser.
Nice.
That's about how many clothes that they'll probably end up at your home with.
Awesome. And this room, I don't think is filled, but when it is, I know a lot of seniors like to put artwork up. So I've noticed you have some nails in the wall that you can just easily hang their pictures or portraits, whatever they have.
It's something I learned early on. Every time a resident would move out or pass away, we would fill the holes in, just for the next resident to put holes back in the wall. So now I leave nails in the common areas where they typically hang a picture. That way I don't have to fill holes every every 9 months or something like that.
I love it. Well, it's a gorgeous bedroom. TVs in every bedroom.
Yes.
Mirror is nice. They want to see if they're looking good. You've got a nice little lamp. Love the baby monitor idea. Smooth floors. It's a really beautiful place. I'd want to put my mom here.
Thank you. And one of the last things I wanted to point out is that the way that this room comes furnished is not how the resident has to live in this room.
Right.
They are free to bring in their own bed, their own recliner. All of that stuff is free to be switched out. And then, the TV has every channel. I made sure I bought the highest package. So if they want to watch anything, it's on there.
Move me in.
Yeah. An additional thing I wanted to show you here at Eden Estates is a device called a Sarasteady. It is a sit-to-stand lift, and it's one of the devices we use to really help residents who have trouble standing up on their own get up from bed, get up from their recliners, or even getting out of the toilet, something like that. And that's going to be this device right here. So I was going to kind of demo it for you so you could see how it works. So what we'll pretend is I'm the resident that needs help. So say I'm in bed and I'm having trouble getting out of bed. The caregiver would go ahead and roll this in underneath. My feet would go on top of it. They would then lock the wheels so it doesn't move. I would put my hands here. Now this allows the caregivers to come to my shoulders and help with proper lifting. They would then lift me up, and then these slide back behind me, and now I can sit secure with my shins protected right here on my backside, and then my hands get to go here. From there, the caregivers can just wheel me around the house to wherever I need to go, whether that's going to be the bathroom, recliner, or getting back into bed.
So we are in the master bath right now. It is bright, it is beautiful, nice smooth floors, double sinks. I like the artwork, but you've got a really fun shower here, and I want you to tell me more about it.
Yeah, of course. So in our house, because it's not a house that has 10 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, so most of our showers are given here in this large shower. It has a roll-in ramp, so it's easy for anyone that's in a wheelchair to get in and out of the shower. And it's also large enough for up to 2 caregivers to be in there and assist if we have somebody that is a full assist resident. I think this shower ends up being about 35 square feet, so it's larger than most closets.
Wow, we can have a party in there.
Exactly.
I love it. Let's go check out the master bedroom.
Wonderful.
Awesome. So we are in the master bedroom now. I'm loving the view. You've got a nice little fire pit outside. I'm sure we're going to check that out in a minute, but it's a gorgeous bedroom. You want to tell me a little bit more about what you have here?
Yeah, so this is the master suite in our home. This is our highest priced room. It's a lovely room. We have, similar to all the other rooms, TV with all the same channels. We have the baby monitor on the nightstand, but we do have a nicer power lift recliner. This is my newest one right here. But also, the big selling point of this room is that it has the big windows. They can enjoy looking at the outside while they're enjoying their peace in their room.
It's beautiful. And I know that you purchased this home as a existing facility already. So I'd love you to share more about that with us. I think that this master used to be a lot bigger,
Yes,
right?
Yes, it did. So we added, well, I didn't. The previous owner ended up adding 2 walls to split up what was originally the master bedroom to create this master suite and the private bedroom that we saw just a little bit ago.
Will you show that to us now?
Yes, I will.
Awesome.
So I mentioned that this used to be a part of the master suite, master bedroom that was then split to make 1 private bedroom, 1 master suite. So this wall that we're looking at right here was an add-on. As we come through, this side wall right here was the second wall added to separate the room to make those 2. So originally the room used to start at this archway right here. And so that's how we ended up with 2 rooms out of 1.
I love it.
Another thing I wanted to show you guys that I think every care home should have, every RAL should have this, it's best safety for the residents, is fire suppression. So I was lucky enough that the fire suppression in this house was already installed when I purchased it. But even if you're doing a ground up, a renovation, or an existing, that's something that I would highly suggest. Now these sprinkler heads are located all throughout the house, including every bedroom, bathroom, kitchen. And we have them serviced annually by an actual professional that comes in. They check the water pressure. They certify that, hey, your system is, indeed going to work if there's an emergency. And some cities are even going to actually require you to have this. And regardless if it's a requirement or not, I do think it's one of the most important things to have in your house. So I know earlier I told you that this house is 7 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, but we're licensed for 10. So you're kind of thinking, okay, how many semi-private rooms, how many private rooms? So what it ends up being is I have 3 semi-private rooms where you're gonna have 2 residents sharing that room together. And then I have 4 private rooms. That's how I end up getting to my license number of 10. We're currently inside my largest semi-private room that I wanted to show you just to you guys get an understanding of kind of what that home is gonna look like, what that bedroom is gonna look like. So first we have resident 1's bed. Still has their own TV, their own nightstand, dresser, and closet, which is right behind the camera. But then right over here to this side, we have the other side of the room. Also, their own dresser, their own TV, nightstand, all of the same things. But we're able to keep 2 residents in this room.
Josh, you've taken me into this very quiet, discreet, private room in the middle of the house. Where are we?
So we are actually in what used to be the master closet of this house.
Wow.
We ended up turning it into the office. Because you don't always have room to put in a full-size office, and sometimes you have to make do with what the footprint of the house already has. Yeah. And so we actually use this master closet. It's where I spend most of my time when I'm here at the house. It is private. I do bring clients in here when we're doing tours of the home, and no one has not chosen my home because it's in the master closet. I usually turn it into a joke. Like, hey, come on into the closet with me. And that usually actually helps sell the rooms. So
I love it. Lead with comedy.
Exactly. Lead with comedy and then provide value.
I love it. Let's check out the backyard.
Perfect.
We are in the gorgeous backyard of Eden Estates. I love the landscape out here. Can you tell me a little bit more about this backyard?
Yeah, of course. So we are actually situated on a pretty large lot. It's just about 0.3 acres. So we have a lot of space here in the backyard. Yes. We have a fire pit that residents are allowed to come out and enjoy in the nice fall and winter months that we have here in Arizona, as well as a fountain that they can, come back here, sit, listen to the birds. It's one of their favorite pastimes, when they get to that stage of life. As well as we have some citrus trees that they can go enjoy. So yeah, we have a nice large backyard for them to come out here and enjoy some time.
Lots of seating areas too. So if there's multiple families who want to come visit, they can kind of all take their own little area and hang out. And I noticed we're on a busy road, but I don't hear it very much because of your pond, because of your little fountain there.
Yeah, so one of the benefits with all the seating areas we have is over Thanksgiving and Christmas, we have 2 potlucks that we do for the families. And so we actually, they'll come out here and enjoy meals with their family when we have, 40, 50 people in the house enjoying meals together. This backyard, kind of affords us the opportunity to do that.
That's awesome.
And then you did point out, that we have a busy road right behind us.
Yeah.
And that pond does help kind of drown out a little bit of that noise. But that's the thing, is you do want to be closer to those busy roads.
Yeah.
It's easier for the families to get in and visit their loved ones because right off this road, it only takes about an extra minute to go from that busy road to the front of this house.
Yep.
And along with that, we are right across the street from a neighborhood that has multi-million-dollar homes.
Perfect.
So the benefit is, I get to place residents from these wealthy families in a home that didn't cost me $2 million.
A hop, skip, and a jump.
Yep, exactly.
There you go. Okay, so tell me a little bit, you purchased this as an existing facility, so how much did you pay for the real estate and the business?
So when we purchased this real estate and the business, it was a total price of $650,000, $550,000 for the real estate, $100,000 for the business.
Awesome. Do you know how much the house would be worth now?
I do. So right now, the house is probably going to be worth about $880,000.
Amazing.
As well as a lot of equity that I've built into the business by, increasing resident rates, increasing our occupancy percentage, and kind of just updating the overall business. So total package, we're probably looking at a little bit over $1 million here.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank
you did
you.
it.
Thank you.
I love it. And how many residents do you have in this home?
So we're licensed for 10.
Okay.
Right now we're at 8. I have 2 openings. They're recent openings, so we're already touring and taking applications for those rooms. But when we're full, this house grosses over $40,000 a month.
Amazing.
And that goes right along with our dirty math that we teach it here, is that the homes need to be grossing at least $40,000, and that's how you end up at that $10,000 a month.
Awesome. And have you ever had a wait list?
Yes, so that's one of the common misconceptions is, this business does have ebbs and flows.
Yeah.
So there are times where I have, 6 or 7 residents for a month or 2 and there's just not much interest. And there's other times where I have 10 in the house as well as a 3 to 5 person waiting list, just trying to jump at those spots when they open.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your gorgeous home with us. This is Eden Estates and our lovely Josh Hull.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming.